Is eBay the best place to buy comic books right now? Welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another eBay sales video on the channel, where I go over 6 books that sold on eBay over the prior week, and we go through the pricing together to see if these people got good deals or not. But before we get started in the video, like always, I want to remind you guys, if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, click that sub button. I want you to smash that like button. That is the most important part. And check out all the new merch I have available down below. It really does help support the channel. With that said, guys, I want to remind you, I'm giving something awesome away once we get to 6,000 subs. Check it out. So for the 6,000 subscriber giveaway, I've decided to give away this awesome Hulk vs. Wolverine maquette, measured in about 1/10 scale, and of course features the incredible cover from Incredible Hulk number 181. So if you're a sub, when we get to 6,000, you have a chance to win this awesome statue. But that's not it. If you are a member of the channel, you're going to have a members only giveaway, and we're giving away this awesome custom original art Spider-Man swinging through New York City. So if you're not a member of the channel and are interested, you have a chance to win this amazing original art. We are going to kick things off this week talking about my favorite comic book cover of all time. It is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 39 and its classic John Romita artwork, and of course his first on the Amazing Spider-Man title. Now this book in a CGC 7.5 sold on July 11th for $714.99. And as we get into the GPA data, you can see that this last sale has already been recorded at $715. The 90-day average for this book is $699 on just 4 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $758 on 16 sales. But way back in 2022, the average for this book was $961. In 2021, the average was $867. Not too bad considering most books in the Silver Age and Bronze Age have come down about 30 to 50%. This one hanging in there about 15 to 20%, so not that bad. We talked about this before about classic covers, and I do consider this one a classic cover, only dropping a minimal amount compared to some of the other first appearance books. This one is right on target with that. Next up is our Raw book of the week, and here we have a copy of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8 and the origin of the Black Symbiote costume. But that is not it. This copy is a newsstand issue with a Mark Jewelers insert, and these are super rare. This copy sold on July 11th for $424.99. Of course, the seller was offering a 15% off from $4.99, and it was snatched right away. The first thing I noticed, guys, this book is super low grade. We're talking about a 115, 2.0 at the max. It is really beat up. So I was shocked right away that this book was sold for $400 and change. As we get into the GPA data, you guys are going to see I could not find a newsstand edition with a Mark Jewelers insert in lower grade. It had to go all the way up to a CGC 7.5 for me to find this issue. And the last sale for that book was in February of this year for only $325. And believe it or not, we didn't have a previous sale since the 2021 average of $206. I was shocked when I first saw it, and I was even more shocked after I saw this data. A 7.5 sold for around $300 and change, and in 2021, $206, and now all of a sudden we have a super low grade copy sell for $425 roughly. Did this person overpay for this book? Drop me down in the comments and let me know. Up next, I wanted to check back in on this book. It is a copy of Bloodstone number 1 and the first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone. Now this copy in a CGC 9.8 sold on July 10th for $400 right at the buy it now ask. Now as we get into the GPA data, you can see the last sale on this book was $456 the same month. So I'm not sure if that sale came before or prior to this one. The 90-day average, $399 on 24 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $531 on 89 sales. Man, that is crazy. Over the past year, almost 100 sales in a 9.8 grade. The 2022 average, $726 on 87 sales. In 2021, the average was $596. You know that there's been speculation about this character for the past couple of years. She finally showed up in the Werewolf by Night series. I'm not too sure what they're going to do with this character going forward in the MCU. Regardless, this book has come down about 20%. Not too bad, actually. I was thinking it's going to come down way more than that because of the speculation that was going on. Not too bad at $400. I don't think it's a bad buy if you're into the character. If not, I'd surely be staying away from this one and then only be buying it at a 9.8. You can see how many sales there were at a 9.0 only. There were a ton. Let's check on some Silver Age Captain America. Here we have a copy of Captain America number 109 and this classic newspaper cover. This copy is CGC 9.2 signed by the great Joe Simon. How often do you see a book signed by him? Gotta be super rare. This copy sold on July 10th for $720 on 5 bids, so this was an auction, guys. And as we get into the GPA data, I could only find this one copy that was signed by Joe Simon at a 9.2, and this is it, sold for $720 this month. So let's take a look at a regular 9.2 copy of this book, and the last sale for that was also this month for $341, just the one sale, which is also includes the 90 days because there's only one copy at a 9.2 sold within that time period. The 12-month rolling average for this one, $401 on 7 sales. In 2022, the average was $459 on 8 sales, and in 2021 the average was $435. Now again, this book is super high grade, being at a 9.2, but the one we're looking at signed by Joe Simon is incredibly rare. I've never actually seen anything signed by him before. This person I actually think did a great job buying this book because of the rarity of his signature. Yes, I'd go ahead and buy this book. There are only a few Captain America books from the Silver Age to me that I actually want to own. Avengers 4, this one, and the other one, Captain America 100, are probably the 3 that I want to own. Regardless, guys, I think they did a great job picking up this book, considering I've never seen a Joe Simon signature before. It's got to be pretty rare, I think. Next, we're going to go to a subscriber request, and here we have a copy of The Amazing Spider-Man number 101 and the first appearance of Morbius. Now, this copy, a 5.5 CGC, just sold on July 8th for only $289 on 29 bids, another auction. Don't forget, on all these sales, or I should say most, we do have to pay the tax, man. There are some states out there that don't have to pay tax, but of course, if you're on the East Coast, I think most of them you do. Regardless, as we get into the GPA data, you can see the last sale has already been recorded for this $289 sale. The 90-day average for this one, guys, exactly at $289, even though there's been 9 sales in that time period. The 12-month rolling average, $322 on 40 sales. In 2022, the average was $463 on a whopping 36 sales. And in 2021, the average is up at $565 on 29 sales. 2021, I think that's probably when that Morbius movie came out. Of course, when they first announced they were doing a Morbius movie, this book shot up, but I think it was pre-2021. Either way, this book is down probably around 40% or so from the highs. If you're an Amazing Spider-Man fan, I think it's a must-own. Other than that, I'd probably be staying away. I don't see the jump you're going to get in this book anytime soon. Regardless, I'm an Amazing Spider-Man guy, so you know I own this book. It's just a matter of what grade you want to get for the price. And the last book we're going to talk about this week is the Mad Titan himself, his first appearance. It is a copy of Iron Man number 55 and this classic Jim Starlin cover, the first appearance of Thanos. Don't forget, this book also has the first appearance of Drax and a few others. This copy is CGC 5.5, sold on July 12th for $535, right at the ask. And as we get into the GPA data, you can see the last sale has been recorded at this $535. The 90-day average for this book, right at that number, $534 on just 4 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $513 on 14 sales. In 2022, the average was $618 on 7 sales. And in 2021, $662 on 18 sales. I've always loved this book, but again, After Avengers Endgame, I wasn't sure what this book was going to do. I really didn't want to go after it. However, it really has stayed steady. Hasn't gone up too much. I know originally when they announced Thanos was coming to the MCU, this book shot up. I mean, you could have had this book for around $20 before the MCU even existed. Now at a 5.5, we're averaging over $500. I do still think at around $500, this is the grade I'd want to get, around a 5.5. If you want to spend a little bit of money, up to a 7.5, I'd say. Other than that, I think 5.5 is right around the sweet spot. All right, folks, that is it for another eBay sales video. Like always, if you have requests, do me a favor, drop me down in the comments what you'd like to see next. If it's sold over the prior week, I'll gladly put it in the video for you. Again, a lot of great books that I'm going over. A lot of Silver Age have dropped, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff that is really holding in there. The classic covers and some of the smaller first appearances, I'm shocked, have really done well at staying where they should be in this market. Like always, guys, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.